Welcome to Why Am I a Knicks Fan? I'm comedian Miller Mark, and my guest today is Daniel Saint, the comedian Daniel Saint. I always forget to say that, but my guest today is Daniel Saint. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, Miller?
Oh, pretty good.
What other Daniel Saint is there?
The legendary, the one and only
Yeah,
Daniel Saint.
You're like the comedian. I'm just like, who's the other one?
Yeah, like I said, thanks for being here, and how is everything going?
Everything's pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Well, not that good as I talk about the Knicks. They're struggling a bit. But let me go. All right, it's time to put on your knickers and talk some comedy and Bockers basketball. The Knicks are currently 23-13 in third place in the Eastern Conference. 4 back of the Detroit Pistons, who's in first and destroyed the Knicks last night. They lost by 31. That was definitely an ass whooping. Did you?
No, I just saw the score.
Yeah,
you know,
I know all you needed to say.
No, but I know that Detroit is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I didn't bother watching. Because,
yeah. Yeah. I wish I was like you and just stopped watching.
How much they lost by?
31. It was 121-90. At least it was in Detroit, but yeah, it was just an ass whooping. The Knicks are a half game back of the upstart Celtics, who are in second place. I didn't even realize they were doing that good because they're missing their best player, Jason Tatum, until I looked at the standings. I was like, holy crap, they're good again? And I hate the Celtics. I was like, I know, I was just so angry. I'm just like, oh, come on now. How are they good again? I want to curse, but I'm going to keep it PG. I was going to say, freak the Celtics instead of the real word.
I'll say it for you if you need some help.
The Knicks are currently on a 4-game losing streak. Really not competitive in the last 3. I mean, they're just getting blown out left and right. That's Hart's missed the last 6 games, which has really hurt because he's literally the heartbeat of the team, offensively and defensively. He got injured in the Christmas Day game against the Cavs. He injured his ankle. He'll be reevaluated, if I can get that word out.
Did he not play in the Detroit game?
No, he's been out, like I said, the last 6 games. I'm so glad you're listening to what I'm saying.
Well, you should be happy. You should be happy because you guys didn't have your whole team.
Yeah, but Detroit was missing people too.
Well, all right. Well, I guess
Jalen Duren.
I guess Detroit is just better.
Yeah. Well, also because the Knicks eliminated them last year in the playoffs, Detroit had this game circled on their calendar.
Yeah.
And boy, did they circle that in. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Was the game at the Garden?
No, it was in Detroit.
The
Little Caesars Arena, which always makes me hungry. The Knicks have been gone 2-4 since the injury. Like I said, he injured his ankle in the Christmas Day game versus the Cavs.
Yeah.
That they came back, and he'll be reevaluated in a week. He's cleared for light work, but he's cleared for light work. Shamet is also still out. He's progressed to on-court activities, not cleared for contact yet. That's the current stuff going on, but the big news since our last episode is that the Knicks won the NBA Cup.
Wow. I read somewhere they didn't even want to hang the cup in the stadium.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, maybe I think it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
It's a positive and a negative. The positive is they want the chip. They want something to hang up. They want to win it all. And the negative is if they don't win it, if they don't win everything.
Yeah,
it's just is it too late for them to go hang it up if they don't win everything?
That's what I see. I understand people it's a made-up tournament and everything, but they still won it, and the owner of the Knicks owns the Rangers, and they hung a regular season champions banner. I'm like, if you're hanging that shit, put the NBA Cup banner up there. Also, people were making fun of me because I made videos online about how excited I was to win. People were like, they suck, you're a loser and all that.
But they beat a pretty good team, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to say, they beat the
Spurs.
Spurs.
The Spurs, they beat the Spurs.
Yeah, 124-113 on December 16th. The Knicks were down a little in the third, or down 11 in the third. Then I got all my stupid notes here. I got to flip over the paper now. They went on a 13-1 run late in the third and outscored the Spurs 35-19 in the fourth. OG had 28, Brunson 25 and 8. He was named the tournament MVP. The Knicks bench really swung the game. Clarkson had 15, Kolek 14, Robinson 15 boards, including 10 offensive rebounds in 18 minutes. And all right, my next note was they decided not to hang a banner, but we already talked about that. All right, so let me start interviewing my guests rather than just keep going into all that shit. Now, first off, are you a Knicks fan?
No, I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Knicks fan. I try to keep up with you just now, but I do like look at the scores and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I'm not I don't have like a favorite team.
Yeah.
I have like players that I follow.
All right, well, that's the next question. Who are your favorite players?
Wow. Of course, LeBron.
Oh, come on.
yeah,
I was hoping he
know.
didn't say that.
Well, I have to. LeBron. So I kind of watch the Lakers, and I was watching what's going on with Chris Paul. Everything that went on with Chris Paul. I was a Chris Paul guy. I used to be a Wake Forest fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he played for Wake Forest in college. Yeah, I see you thinking there. I'm just trying to help you out.
I just remember I go back because I hate Chris. Or I shouldn't say hate. It's sports hate Chris Paul. He kicked some dude in the nuts in college. I remember. I was like, Mother.
Chris Paul?
Yeah. This is going way back. And once again, if people don't know, I've had 4 strokes, so it might be another player.
At least you could get away with it.
I can get away with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory of Chris Paul or LeBron or both of them? No?
LeBron, of course, is going back to Cleveland and winning a championship after they really hated him. Like, they hated his guts. And, for him to go back and win it all to make things right. And Chris Paul never really won anything. I'm just a fan of him as a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that classic point guard.
Yeah, I do. I like to John Stockton. I like those point guards that get other people involved.
Oh, yeah. You're old school. I like that. I'm learning so much now. All right, some other quick Knicks notes before we get into the comedy portion of this podcast. McBride returned a few games ago after missing 8. He returned on December 29th. Diawara was the 11th player. Since Hart has been out, guys on the bench that were deep buried on the bench have been playing well. Like Diawara, he scored 18 in a game. He was the 11th Knick this year to score 18. McCullers has been playing well, and that's pushed Yabusele to losing minutes to Huckporty and Diarra and all that. So he's definitely going to be a trade candidate. And also, this will be the last thing, Brunson was named Eastern Conference Player of the Month in December, averaging 31 points and 7 assists. All right, let's get on to the comedy portion of this. All right. What drew you or got you into comedy?
A long time ago, I was watching Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac. I'm just a huge fan of Bernie Mac, and I never knew comedy was like a job or anything that you could do. It was just like I saw Bernie Mac, and I used to watch that every day I came home from school.
Oh, wow.
And I was just a huge Bernie Mac fan, and that's probably, I would say, my first.
Did you see that in theater? That's a Spike Lee joint, right?
What you talking about? It was a VCR type of thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I just say it because it isn't all Spike Lee stuff known as Spike Lee joint. That's why I dropped it. Like I knew what the hell I'm talking about.
No, I was just watching. At that time I was just watching. It was him. It was also Steve Harvey was on there, but it was like Bernie's part that really got to me.
Yeah.
Are you like a Bernie fan or?
I liked his show back in the day, and was it the
that
Bernie
was before
Mac?
the show? Yeah, that was before the show.
I Cedric the Entertainer was on that, right?
Yeah, he was also on there.
I think he was the one that I liked the best out of those.
I liked it one bit from him that was really good. I don't know if you remember.
Say it. Let's see. I don't know.
It was the parking bit. I'm trying to remember. It was like the parking bit.
All right, well, let's move on then.
Yeah.
I like Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
All right, so how long have you been performing?
Believe it or not that long. Probably for like 5 years. You can't count the pandemic.
Yeah,
everything was bombing on Zoom during the pandemic is actually, is better than bombing in person. But yeah.
You can just shut it off
Not
and be
that
like,
long.
F those
about 5 or 6
motherfuckers.
years. What about you?
I started 2016 or something? I can't even remember.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, I got the itch to do it, but then it took me so many years. I got the itch to do it, I think, was it 07 or something, but it took me many years because,
Yeah, that's the way it is. I started off with like just going to mics, doing mics, and until you like keep on doing that and do the first like real show.
Yeah, and you told me, I hope this isn't anything like I shouldn't bring up, but
It's too late now. Just say it. Just share it.
No, but you used to go to the cellar after you knew you wanted to.
Oh yeah, for sure. You always want to watch what people consider professionals do.
Yeah.
So you take a look at them, and it's like encouraging to like see that and be like,
Yeah, because that's obviously the top of the food chain.
Oh yeah, for
Comedy
sure. Yeah,
Cellar.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, so you kind of answered this next one. Who are the comedians that have influenced you the most?
Of course, Bernie Mac. You can say Bernie Mac. I like Chris Rock a lot. I think he's like a great joke writer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's a great performer. I actually saw him at that time they called it Hulu Theater, but now it's the theater at Madison Square Garden, and he was great for like 90 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And you hardly see people good for 5 minutes straight. And he was great for
definitely seen some bad 5 minutes.
yeah, exactly. So he was great for like 90 minutes. He's a great performer and a great writer, Chris Rock. And yeah.
Yeah, I think I've told you this before, and I hope I'm not.
I like Louis C.K. too. I don't want to skip that.
Oh,
Louis
yeah,
C.K.,
yeah. Another great joke writer. But
Yeah.
I always remember something Chris Rock said on a podcast or something. He purposely says a joke with just straight to see if the joke can stand on its own.
Yeah.
And then once he puts his spin on it,
Yeah.
if the joke can stand on its own,
Yeah.
he knows once he puts his spin on it, it's
gonna work.
knock it out the
yeah,
park.
exactly.
All right, so the next question: who are your favorite comedians? We already answered that.
Yeah.
All right, so the next question: what's your process for coming up with new material?
Wow. I think it's so many different processes.
Yeah.
And I try to use everything. Lately, I just been writing, not having a piece that I want to work on, just writing with an empty head.
Yeah, because you were the one that told me, and you kind of take this practice. Jerry Seinfeld, he would just sit at a desk, like just
Yeah,
write.
Jerry Seinfeld, I read somewhere that he said he puts cookies at a desk, and I don't know how real that is, but he puts cookies at a desk, and it brings him to the desk so he can start writing.
Oh, it actually lures him there. I like that.
So he puts his cookies there. For me,
it would be a full course
I can't
meal.
do that. For me, I would just, cookies can't get me to a desk. Like, you gotta wanna.
Yeah. But you just sit there and just write
Yeah,
whatever's
I just
on
write.
your mind.
Yeah, whatever's on my mind, right? And something will come to you if you're working on something. It'll come to you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Instead of but sometimes things happen and you say, I want to work on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how more my process. Like something happens to me, and I'm like, oh, this will be funny, and then I don't write about it for a month, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should have wrote about it.
I think when you just like start writing, you start writing things that happen to you, but then when you keep on writing, it's just like shit. I need to come up with something.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just like just write and see what happens.
Yeah, you get that itch, and you're like, I gotta itch it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, the next question: what's your most memorable moment in stand-up comedy, performing stand-up comedy?
Outside of meeting you,
I like it. All right, he's goosing up the host. I like it.
This sounds kind of corny, but it's probably the first time I ever got on stage.
That's not corny at all.
Yeah, because it's just like in front of real people.
Yeah.
Like not at a mic.
You're talking about like a legit show.
Yeah. When you do that, it's just, and you hear like real laughs because it's like real people. And
like with me, when I first heard like a real laugh, I was like, oh, what's this? Were you the same way?
No, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? That's how people, it's like, it's sort of like a drug, you know what I mean? Not that I'm on drugs, but it's just like when we
did drug test him before the episode, so we'll let you know if he's lying or not.
Yeah, it's just like, you hear that laugh, then you like, damn, how can I get as much of these as possible?
Oh yeah, you get that high, and after the first mic I did, I just couldn't believe I actually did it. I was on cloud 9, even though
it was a mic.
Yeah, even though I was procrastinated, and I signed up for the Industry Room Bringer show, and I had never taken a stage, and it was like a week off. I'm like a week away. I was like, I better actually do a mic before I do a show.
Yeah.
But just actually getting up there and saying I did it, I was on cloud 9, even though the results were horrible.
I mean, in the beginning, I don't think results really matter. You just want to kind of get that muscle going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And to find that, like you said, that high, that drug or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, because when you get it going, it's like you kind of like get in like a pattern.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite spot to perform at? here or anywhere.
I would probably say anywhere outside of, where we're from, like anywhere outside of New York. Sort of like how I met you.
Yeah.
I met you in Boston.
Oh, I love it.
So-
I forgot the joke about that. That's an inside joke between
Yeah,
me and
exactly. I met you in Boston, so it's just like I feel like whenever you get a chance to go on the road and
And also, comedy's so much easier once you get out of New York. The audiences are easier. All right, maybe not.
no, I always look at it like people's people. Once
Yeah.
you got like 200 people out there, you got like 200 people. You know what I mean?
All right, so where can people find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram, Daniel Saint ENT.
Yeah, entertainment. They took me. At first I thought it was EMT, like you're.
Oh, you was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
But this has been a fun chat. All right, the 12th man is in the game, which means this podcast is almost over. I would like to thank my guest tonight,
Thanks
the
for
hilarious Daniel Saint.
Thanks for having me, Miller. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I also want to thank the Producers Club for recording this in their lovely new studio here.
I like this place. This place is nice.
Oh, it's once my friend told me about it, and then I checked it out. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is so much fun. The Producers Club is located at 358 West 44th Street in Manhattan. You can check them out at producersclub.com. You can follow this podcast on IG at Why Am I a Knicks Fan? On X, Why Am I Knicks Fan? Facebook fan page is Why Am I Knicks Fan? You can email the show, Why Am I Knicks Fan at Outlook.com. I'll be back next month with another episode. Thanks for listening. All right, thanks, everybody.